What is going on, YouTube Nation? This is Darth Dividend. If you guys are new to my YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future videos. So, I like high-yield dividend stocks, and I like cheap high-yield dividend stocks, and I like business development companies. So, I'm going to be going back into the BDCs, probably in July. And one thing I'm looking at are these 3 business development companies, which I have owned in the past. And the nice thing with these business development companies is they're high yield, and one of them actually converted to monthly. So if you're new to this YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future videos. Smash that like button. Let's check out these cheap, high yield dividend stocks, which are BDCs right now. Now, one of them that seems like they're still doing okay right now and has a 12.02% dividend yield, and its quarterly financials was up 18.43% year-to-year revenue. So remember, 90% of what they make go back to investors. HCTG, Hercules Capital, sitting at 1550. So again, you're going to get a high yield. You're not going to get the dividend growth. So just be aware of that. You will, but it's no guarantees. But if you look at somebody like Lowe's or Home Depot, you're going to make probably, or chances are, a lot more over time with dividend hikes versus the high yielders like Hercules Capital. And I've been always a big fan of Hercules Capital, and I always love their high yields, and they seem to be okay financially. So a lot of these business development companies are taking a hit, but they seem like they've been doing pretty well, and they've been standing strong. So I'm going to show you their dividend history real quick. So I'll start in 2019, 34 cents, 35 cents, 40 cents, 32 cents, 34, 37, 39, 40, 48. You got 50s right here at a really good time. And then it's back to 47, 48, right around 47. So you're going to get a high payout ratio. That's going to happen with business development companies, as long as they're doing okay revenue-wise. And remember, rule of thumb, just like real estate investment trust, 90% of what they make have to go back to investors. The number of dividend increases right around five times in 5 years. Dividend growth in 5 years is 5.46%. Will it be like that permanently? No. Probably not. It's a slower dividend growth because of the higher yield, and it's 10.32% with the dividend yield. So if you bought one share at the end of the year, you'd be making 160. The problem with BDCs and REITs, love the high yield, but if I make $50,000 in BDCs, it has to be reported as $50,000. So just be aware of that. Let's jump to the next business development company. And the next one I'm going to discuss is Capital Southwest Corporation, sitting at 2354. This is one of my favorite business development companies, and it actually converted to monthly if you look at the trends, and I had to double check on that. The financials are up, the quarterly financials. And again, year-to-year revenue, it's up 10.23%. So I like that high yield, and I like, again, 10.88%, that's pretty nice. The other thing is it also has a distribution that's monthly, which I'll jump to. But I've owned this one. Unfortunately, I had to sell it for just preparing for a few things. But I'm going to be rebuying things and going from there. So I'm very excited to own Capital Southwest Corporation in the future and buy Capital Southwest Corporation starting in July. You're not going to get a really good NAV jumping up. It's been a little up and down, but again, the distribution is pretty nice, which I'll jump to. So for example, looking in 2021, okay, it's quarterly distribution, 54 cents, 53, then you see 48, 53, 50, 57, 59, 62. That's a good one. And then 63, 64, 24, 2025. And then you see 19 cents, and then 25 cents, and then 19 cents, 25 cents, then 25 cents. So again, the distribution, you're going to get a high payout ratio as usual. Dividend growth in 5 years, 6.44%. Number of dividend increases in the last 5 years is 16. So if you bought one share, you made $2.32, the 9.86% dividend yield. That high dividend yield is a beauty. I'm a hybrid investor. I do dividend growth, which is important. I'm a high yield dividend investor. I mean, I like SCHD, but there's something in my heart for these high yielders like CSWC and like Hercules Capital and like this one. This one has done really well in the past. It's like a dinosaur surviving the, when the recession hit down here in 2008, right here, it was $3.60 and it made it. So it's like the dinosaur that survived the meteorite that hit, in theory. It survived all this bad time, and it survived a terrible time, and it's still there. And it has a 9.97% dividend yield. This is the OG business development company, Ares Capital Corporation. One of my favorite high-yield dividend stocks. It is less than $20 right now. Once I start this new job, you're going to start seeing me buy these bad boys. These 3 dividend stocks. They're strong. They've withheld so far. Now, the high yielders are a big risk. Business development companies are a big risk. I mean, look at Horizon Technology Finance. Look at Prospect Capital. Look at Triple Point Venture Growth. You got to be careful when you look into these things. That's why you need to go see a financial advisor. Should not use, again, my channel for financial advice or tax advice. I tell people everywhere, but this is something that I really like, and it's just the dividend's high. It seems okay, and I just love it. Let me show you the dividend history. So if you look at 2018, you have 39 cents, then 42 cents, then 40 cents, then 41, then 45, 46, 2022, 51. That was a beautiful time. Then 2023, 48 cents. It was stagnant. I'm okay with stagnant, especially being a business development company with a 9.97% dividend yield. And if you bought one share, you made $192. This is beautiful for me to get back into it. The number of dividend increases the last 5 years is 4. But again, this one is like the dinosaur that survived, or the species of dinosaur that survived that whole period. And they need to be commended. I love ARC. I think they are the OG of the business development companies. They are like, how would I want to say it? Like the Nick Saban of Alabama when he coached there in college football. Just the OG that stands strong and just keeps on winning. Doesn't matter what's thrown at them. They have done really well. Pandemic, recession. That is commendable. So these 3 high-yield dividend stocks I do not have yet in my portfolio. I will be buying in July, so I'm just letting you know. So if you're new to this YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so don't miss future videos. I will have a video for you on Monday. Take care and have a good one. And you guys, I'm very excited to get back on track with this YouTube channel. I am just so rejuvenated. I am so ready. And I'm so ready to be back for you guys. Of course, for entertainment purposes only. I am thrilled. So you guys take care and have a good one.